Hi, Dr. Steve Hassan. I just finished watching the four-part docuseries on HBO Max called How I Left the Opus Dei. And man, it moved me to tears in every episode that it was moving recreation of what women went through who were recruited into this Catholic authoritarian cult, Opus Dei, as minors and told to lie to their family and to others that they were being recruited into this cult group, and how they lived many years of human trafficking and the devastation it created, the mental illness, the physical problems, as well as their heroic moment where they just couldn't stay any longer inside the cult and left to have almost nothing, no money, no education. I know a lot of people that I've met who grew up in authoritarian Christian cults that will relate to this four-part series dramatically. And in fact, I would suggest, especially if you were raised in the Jehovah's Witnesses or the Mormons or the Church of Christ, you know, Shepherding Discipleship, Church of Christ, New Apostolic Reformation churches, any authoritarian religious cult ex-members will be able to see and identify with so many of the bite model of authoritarian control attributes. I was consulted before the documentary was shot, but they didn't choose to have me in. They used Spanish therapists, and it was in Spanish, so I had to watch it with English subtitles. My friend Paul Lennon, who was a former 20-year priest in the Legionaries of Christ, another authoritarian cult within the Catholic Church, was featured. Prominently, Sebastian Sal, the attorney, who is a former member, was extremely articulate. He represented and represents the 42 women who are suing Opus Dei for trafficking. This docuseries featured 13 women, by the way. And Gareth Gore, I interviewed him about his fine book, Opus, and fantastic book, so important. So what I want to say is, please watch it. I also want to say that I wish, no docuseries can be perfect, and obviously the director made her choices, but I wish they would have connected the dots to Chinese communist brainwashing and the bite model. Of course, they talked about the irrational fears of leaving, but they didn't call it phobias. I kind of wish they had. I wish they would have connected the dots to the political mess that we're in the United States of America with Opus Dei, who influenced Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, as well as Leonard Leo and the Federalist Society, and the Supreme Court justices who were Catholic. Opus Dei's monumental political role needs to be understood, and I think in particular, if you're an activist and a former member, you're going to want to learn about this authoritarian cult. And yes, I did put it in chapter 7 of The Cult of Trump, and I cited William Barr, who at the time that the first edition came out was Attorney General and was formally on the the board of directors of Opus Dei in Washington, D.C. So this organization refers to the Pope as evil, and the Pope has taken major steps to limit their power to appoint more reform-oriented clerics in the hierarchy of the Catholic Church. And I believe the court case involving these women who've been trafficked has yet to be decided. At least that's what it said at the end of the docuseries. Of course, the cult refused to say anything or respond in any way. And what gets me always with these groups that have billions of dollars, we have no money to pay people that we enslaved for 20 years. Sorry, we're poor. Come on, give me a break. Please put your comments below, and I really think this docuseries is going to help a lot of former members who have raised and exited authoritarian cults, because they'll see the parallels in the stories. So thank you very much, and put your comments below.